All right, update. So I attempted to put the bike on the veranda, aka my new garage. How did it go? Well, Exhibit A. Not everything went according to plan. Okay, so I broke my step coming in right away, but it got on here just fine. It was just fine. You guys thought there would have been some disaster, but however, where the hell did those come from? They were like rolling underneath the bike while I was coming in. I was like, where the hell did they come? And then there was a bat. Where the hell did that come from? That's what I mean. Like stuff tries to strip you whenever you move a motorbike. But I just realized something. Like the bike is almost straight up and down because the veranda is crooked like this. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to. I gotta get it in tighter to the wall there, but. I'm so hot. I'm so stoked. That's great. That's great. It's a light bike. It's only 374 pounds, but I forget how long it is. It's not 7 feet. So I thought what I was going to have to do is come in here. My back tire would be hanging over there. Then I'd have to do one of these things. But I came in and it turned right away. I bumped into that, and then stuff started rolling underneath the bike. So I had to come back. And the back tire was like, okay, it was like in there, so okay, no problem. So it took me like 10 seconds to get in here. I used to put bikes like this on the back of pickup trucks, and I'd start at like a running start when I worked in the bike shop. I'd start to see where the garbage bags are, be about double that length back, and I'd just start running, and it would just like you just leap up there, and the other guy'd kind of catch you, and you know hit the front brake and try not to crash through the back window of the truck. Yeah, so it came back to me. So it's been like since the 1990s there. Yeah, a little bit of a skin up there, I guess. Oops. Yeah, so note to self, this IKEA pressure parts, yeah, they don't work as motorcycle ramps. They do not work as motorcycle ramps. Ooh, this nice brush cutter. That's a pretty. I might use that later. Well, I don't know if I'll have time today, but I got the bike down here, guys. I'm so stoked about that. I got to find a better piece of wood. You know something? There was a shim. There was a bunch of shims in here. You never throw out shims, and this is why. You grab those two. Yeah. I'm not thinking that this kickstand is going to go through the floor, but it could. You know, like the integrity of this floor might be semi questionable, but yeah, so like that anyway. So maybe I'll find something metal. Yeah. I mean, there's enough freaking metal objects around here. I could use the dog bowl, but I don't want to use the dog bowl in case. You never know, I might get a dog, and it's like, I can't have a dog because my dog bowl's underneath the motorcycle stand. Therefore, I mean, I could just get another dog bowl. But then you'd have two dog bowls, and you don't need two dog bowls if you only have one dog. You know what I mean? You got to think logically here. Okay, I swear I saw so much scrap metal in here the other day, but when I need it, nowhere to be seen. Use plastic. I'll use plastic. Anyway, I'll find that later. But the bike's down here. Woohoo! So I got that cleaned out today. I didn't get to digging into there, but yeah, got some of that burnt up. Got a lot of the wood cleaned up. Found this thing. Can't we? I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it though. I gotta put it somewhere where the plow guy's not gonna hit it. And I don't want it right there in the yard. I don't want to clutter up the yard. I want to be able to see the birds. You know when I walk out in the morning, stuff like that. So let's go have a look at my motorbike. Woohoo! It's in my garage. Yes, this is a garage. To you laymen's, this is a veranda, but to me, this is a garage or a porch. To you, like real laymen's, double laymen's. You're double laymen's if you're calling it a porch. It's a veranda, aka garage. Yeah. So it's very. See, like when you walk on here, say. Yeah, so I have to stabilize that into the corner, so it's not going to fall this way, it'll fall that way, so just got to make sure it doesn't go out the window or whatever. So I'll get that tight into there, and then there's no center stand on there, so I better move my pick. So I better move that glass before I break it. Yeah, that is so cool, guys. That is so cool. Took me longer to dig it out, pump up the tires, and bring it down here than it did to bring in, so that's good. But it is so dirty, my poor girl. I'm very scared to look in that tank. I'm going to have to clean out that tank for sure. The good news is when you take the fuel pump thing out, the hole's really big, so You can clean them out pretty good. And sport bikes, you should clean out your tank every now and then anyway. The newer tanks are all plastic, a lot easier. These older ones are aluminum or in my case steel. So, but it's down here. Like that. That's guys. That changes everything. It really, really changes everything. That is so cool. I could have two motorbikes on it right there, but then I can't get to the little shed thing in the back. So this is like the working garage. Okay, I still gotta straighten it up a bit more. I gotta get this all cleaned up so I can get that into the house. But after I get all this stuff, so you see why I don't want to store too much in here. So I don't want to just box myself into the point where I have no place to work. But you can also see why I want to store most of my tools. I might store a lot of them in there. I got to get that all organized that I can get them in there. That's possible, but I think really I'd rather have the like in the house the least amount of stuff. The least amount of stuff cluttering up the place. Where the hell did that torch in the bottle come from? Like it was rolling under the motorbike trying to trip me. Like really, where did it come from? Gotta go get my door stop here. Could also use this as a fire extinguisher. I call it a door stop. You gotta use proper terminologies for stuff. Motorcycle crash. See? Say it with me, people. Motorcycle crash. Looks like the tail light's on. The way it's shining. It's beautiful. But it was kind of fun riding it down the hill for that brief moment. It's like getting flashbacks. But yeah, so my dad will be happy about that. He had visitors, so he's like, well, when you go to bring the bike down, let me know. I'll help you. It's really one of those jobs. If you get hung up in the doorway and you have somebody pushing on the back, no problem. But I'd rather not do that and back up and take a second run because you don't want to be pushing on the plastic pieces, right? Put my shovel back there. Oh, that is so good. What time is it? I don't even think it's 12:30. I got all this done. Okay, it's 1:45. Not bad. I got so much done today. Maybe I'll just take the rest of the day and just maybe sweep down the stairs, start getting done down there. That is so cool. I could sit and stare at this for hours, but I got stuff to do. That is so cool. I'll put another blanket over top of it for now. But the only parts I got to bring up or down here for it is the air box is in my basement up there. So, but I got to get the keys and everything and check the tank out. I'll bring the keys down here because every now and then you need to be on the keys there. So see how stable that is. So, yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's a very dirty bike. That's a very dirty bike. So yeah, there we go. That's the kind of day it's been, guys. That's the kind of day it's been. So I don't think I'm going to get to use my new brush cutter toy. But maybe I'll use it tomorrow at work, so I better keep it on hand. And yeah, this is really cool too. Oh, that's hot. That's really hot. Ouch. Burning. I'll put it with the rest of my... I got a specialty toolbox for like chainsaw files and stuff like that, and brush cutter stuff, and I might end up having to have two chainsaw boxes. Gotta get these guys all settled up too. Okay. Because I don't know what all kind of work I'm going to be doing tomorrow. But this is really cool. This is really cool. I'm going to keep these packs for now. And be able to work on that pretty soon. Got to work on Snippy Shark. Got to clean all this up. Some of those books, cookbooks are going to... It's still not too windy. I could probably burn them, but I'm afraid the afternoon the wind's coming in. So, but look at that bike. Look at that. That's cool. That is so cool. Awesome.